that's right. Well, it's true. Now, I learned that during my sorority years when I was dating Mr. Preston Bougainvillea. Lord, the teasing that boy put up with.
Because of his name.
No, because of his ears. He had these long, floppy ears. Kind of like a bat.
How romantic. A roll in the squid. May I remind you, the purpose of these stories is to give the kids family pride.
Hey, I'll have you know it was my father who single-handedly invented the ransom note.
If you're not going to...
Olga Nielsen? Oh, that's impossible. Olga always bowls with her twin sister, Sonia.
That was before Olga found out Sonia's been sleeping with her boyfriend, Lars. And not tell him he had the wrong sister. Oh, Rose Madden, I can't wait to whoop your butt.
Oh, what a surprise.
Well, my whole childhood, I kept hearing about the curse. How when I was 13, I was going to get the curse. Oh, I was absolutely terrified. The year of my 13th birthday, I slept with the lights on all year. Oh, I was sure there was a witch behind every wisteria.
I wonder why it is people don't like to hire older women.
Probably makes them feel uncomfortable. You know, they feel like they're bossing their mothers around. Ma, stop that! It's understandable.
If you're old enough to remember when Sinatra was skinny, please send letter and photo. This is the one. He's perfect. I found myself a man.
I just got a call from Thor Anderson in St. Olaf. He's going to be in Miami next week, and we're getting together for dinner and to talk about old times.
So?
It's too bad. A tragedy. A terrible tragedy. May she rest in peace. Great news, Teresa Lombardi passed away.
Ma, what's so great about that?
Her husband, Freddie, he has nothing to do. And neither one of us has seen Ruthless People.
Well, okay. This is Jerry Kennedy saying good night, and remember, wherever there's news, I'll be here.
Where I can buy the best donuts. Of course something is wrong. Dorothy never came home.
Yes, she did. She's in the kitchen.
All right, spill it. I want details.
Yeah, so do I.
Oh, me too.
Well, there isn't that much to tell. Eddie?
Oh, being this close to you is the biggest thrill of my life.
If you were any closer, there wouldn't be room for my car keys.
Mr. Hope, could we impose upon you to entertain for a few minutes?
Will I entertain? I didn't put this makeup on to go bowling.
I can see how close the two of you are and how close you are to Rosa Blanche.
Well, we've all learned a lot from each other. Hey, Ma taught me life does not end because you've reached a certain age, and I've become much more comfortable with my sexuality because of Blanche. And Rose has taught me color will return. Bye-bye.
Now, who in hell was that?
Another one of Rose's new friends.
Friends? They're more like animals. All they do is party and carry on all hours of the night. I am abhorred.
We know what you are, Blanche. I'm glad to finally hear you admit it.
Oh, because she preferred to do all of her good work anonymously. I'm sure that a lot of people never even knew that she worked for 15 years in a leper colony. Yes, Celia Rubin.
Lesson number 1, kiss.
Oh, beautiful Mother Earth, land, God. How long were we out there?
At least 2 rosaries.
We're lucky to be alive.
And you. But it turned out he was looking for his napkin under the table.
Well, what have you all been doing all this time? How long can you make conversation?
Blanche, there is more to conversation than just, can I have a hanger for my pants, please?
Oh,
sorry. Look, we have to do something about the roof. It's getting worse.
Get it. You know how Blanche is. She'll wait for the ceiling to cave in on her before she'll do anything.
Blanche, listen, we really have to talk about the roof.
Dorothy, I already called the repair man. Last night, the damn ceiling caved in on my bedroom.
Effective. The anesthesia can be hallucinations, fantasy. It's like a dream. I probably brushed up against you, and in your woozy state,
I'm so sorry.
It's all right, Rose. Well, listen, what do you say we take a look at that crown?
Oh, you must hate me.
Rose, I don't hate you. You're a friend, a nice person. I look for...
Months, but I finally made it to Miami. Will you listen to me just running on? Tell you what, you tell me your sad story over breakfast. Good night.
I couldn't survive out there, but I'm learning to survive here. Which reminds me, hold on to that.
In July, we got picked up, and I went in and I talked to, I guess it was you and Tony Thomas. And I said, okay, guys, I know I'm not supposed to do this with a Southern accent. I've got an idea. How about Mae West? And I remember you said, not
The expensive restaurants and the jet. Hell, even I'm impressed by the jet. Now, I haven't been wealthy all my life, you know.
Oh, really?
No. I started out in the shipping department of a large manufacturing company. And things out.
But there's still time.
I think my time has passed, Rose. 22 years I've been Mr. Terrific. 22 years! I was doing weekend weather forecast when I turned an old blanket into a cape and created Mr. Terrific. Kolak the puppy.
Rhea, I gave those servicemen something even Mr. Bob Hope himself could not give them.
A rash?
Donuts. Dorothy, Big Daddy was part owner of a donut shop. Did you really think this was going to be a story?
Like you don't shovel it in by the pound every chance you get.
Girls, I really don't feel very good. I gave this a shot, but I can't make it.
No, Rose, yes, you can.
No, I can't.
Rose!
I can't, Dorothy. It's too hard.
Talk to me, too.
Oh, thanks, Blanche, but it really involves Dorothy's friend.
We're going.
Oh, that's a better example of a secret.
Oh, then you have been talking about me. I'm your best friend.
She's been talking about me, Blanche.
I haven't been talking about either one of you.
What?
I've been talking about both of you. I mean, how could I choose between you two? You're both my best friends.
Mr. Donald Trump.
I have a feeling the three of us are going to be together for a long time.
And do you, Max, take Sophia to be your lawfully wedded wife?
I do.
Then if no Elvis in this room has any objection to this union, I now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss the bride.
What shocking news?
Blanche is pregnant.
Holy cow.
Blanche, are you sure?
I just did a home pregnancy test. It's right here.
It looks like a perfume sample.
Put it behind your ears, Rose.
Right.
A Yankee Doodle.
Oh, stop it. Oh, my God.
Oh, did I mention her last name was Feldman?
Oh, no. Oh, no. I can't.
Hairbrush.
Must you attack everything Southern?
Come on now, girls. This is no way to behave. Isn't there some way we can settle this like rational adults?
We can, once Dorothy stops acting like a child.
I am acting like a... Do you know what your problem is? Sex, Rose. I am talking sex. We don't go to dinner, we don't go to the movies, we just go to bed, and it is terrific.
All that and cappuccino, too? Well, what's the problem?
Doesn't make any difference, Dorothy. I know what I have to do. In this case, I'm going to put me first.
Ooh, now there's a radical shift in priorities.
Look, I just don't feel like making this kind of emotional investment.
But
No, you don't understand. I lost one man I loved when George died. Only could she twirl that baton like a propeller, but she knew every cheer in the county. And she could twist her body into the shape of the letter R. Well, finally Charmaine decided it was her turn to be in the spotlight. So she challenged me to compete against...
The new director's gay.
A gay theater director. Did you ever hear such a thing?
It's absolutely shocking. Next thing you know, they'll have black basketball players in the NBA. Ma, you are making lasagna Alfredo.
I think he's sleeping. I don't want to wake him.
You could light firecrackers in his nostrils. You won't wake him.
Blanche Devereaux?
Just a moment.
Well, don't just stand there.
What?
It's your perfume, Blanche. It gives you away every time.
Oh, goodness.
It isn't easy, but I'll try to serve with love.
Bravissimo. Encore, date me. Blanche. Well, he was good. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just so darn angry. My name's Blanche.
John Quinn.
Howdy do.
I don't know about you, but I sure feel too old to be stood up.
Well, you're not the only one. This is the 4th time that man is canceled. He just found somebody better, that's all.
Oh, Blanche.
Yes, he did. Somebody younger and prettier.
Blanche, it can't be.
Well, maybe. That's different. That's poetry.
But there's one thing I don't understand. When I checked to make sure that Kendall was really dead, why didn't his breath show up on your mirror?
Simple. The mirror had been sprayed with defogger.
But who could have done that?
I did.
John, you disgust me, and as far as I'm concerned, we're through.
Oh. Who was that?
My sister.
May I recommend the poulet Veronique?
John, I have a rule. If I can't pronounce it, I don't...
Hello, girls. Dorothy Rose, you all remember Laszlo?
Of course. Laszlo, the artist from your museum. Oh, we really enjoyed your lecture on modern sculpture.
I didn't think anyone was paying attention.
Oh, we sure were. Especially Dorothy. She even talked to...
Don't do this to me.
Bobby Seale.
It's getting warm in here.
Tom Hayden.
Oh, God, you're good.
Abby.
Okay. Just come on in here, you. What do you want?
You know, I don't understand you. I see a perfectly healthy, intelligent person living like this, alone.
I'm not alone. The nitty-gritty. Why don't you all tell me a little bit about yourself?
Fine. I'm a teacher. I'm divorced.
I'm a widow. No man would leave me unless he absolutely had to. I'm 41 years old. I'm 5'6". I weigh 108 pounds, and my hair is its natural hue.
Oh. Sure, Blanche. Your
Bedroom. I want to lie down for a while.
Ma? Dorothy, who the hell parked a Buick in my bedroom?
Ma, this is serious surgery.
Surgery is the easy part. The tough part is after. Who's going to take care of you?
I don't know. I haven't thought about that.
Well, think about it. You live alone and no one likes you.
Be nice, Ma.
You'll come here to recover.
Not that nice, Ma.
Dr. Elliot Clayton has bonged every female member of the country club.
Can you let that happen to Dorothy?
Can you let that happen to little Mei Ling?
Hasn't she suffered enough?
Not as much as I have listening to that story.
forget this.
You prefer homemade.
I also prefer milk straight from a cow. I adapt. This is awful.
Ma, if you want...
Aye. Ready to go?
Soon as Rose lends me some gloves.
They're in the bottom drawer on the left, under my clarinet.
Be right back.
Hey, I'm Lieutenant Alvarez, Dade County Homicide, and here's what I got. At around 9:45 last night, this guy went to room 405 carrying champagne ordered by Nesbitt. He was admitted by Blanche Devereaux and discovered the corpse. Now, Miss Devereaux and this dead guy had the only two keys. Forensics
Felt like you're stuck in a rut, going through the motions with no joy or pleasure or excitement.
Sure, that was my sex life with your father.
Ma, my job is routine. I have virtually no social life and nothing interests me. My life has just become dull and boring.
Where's that sense of fun that nobody would notice?
Come on now, Ma, what's really going on? You don't usually eat pasta for breakfast.
I'm carbohydrate loading. I signed up for the charity walkathon.
Oh, Ma, are you nuts? I mean, this is for people who walk a lot.
So what do? Hover? 1908. No, that's not it. But if you ever need a story about jealousy, this one's a pit.
Ma, just go to sleep.
No, I remember. Havana, 1957. No, I was never in Havana.
Ma!
I meant Brooklyn.
What's wrong, Rose? It's my insurance company. They've cut me off because of the lawsuit. What am I gonna do?
Well, you need a good lawyer. Give me the keys to your rental and I'll go out and see if I can nail one for you.
Blanche, that's how you got me in trouble before.
From the girls.
We heard what you were telling them, Blanche, and I am truly sorry you feel that way.
Will you tell me why you want to put yourself and Doug through this? You know how people can be.
And if my own sister can't accept our relationship, what chance would I have with anyone else, right?
Right. No, what I mean...
We get what you mean.
Blanche, we don't have to worry about what the world...
There you are.
You're wise. You're just wise.
Oh, good, you're both here. Listen, I interviewed a very sweet lady on the phone to be our roommate, and she'll be here soon. So when she...
All those other appetites you satisfy before going to the fridge.
My life is more than just sex and food. I take care of this house. Like just the other day, we had a leak and the gas man came out. Oh, no, wait a minute. I guess that falls under sex.
And you did fix him.
I realized it didn't. I just really like you.
I am a lucky guy.
Why don't we go someplace romantic for a few days?
I have to go back home tomorrow.
Oh, well, take me with you. Show me the wonders of Philadelphia. The Liberty Bell, the cream cheese.
Fine. At this point, I'll try anything.
I always thought it was the size of a man's feet that were a sign of virility.
Really? I always thought it was the number of newspapers piled up outside the motel room door.
Aunt Angela, please. No, we have to talk.
Changed my mind. I was wrong to ask for all those gifts.
Dorothy, you see, I knew she'd come to her senses.
I decided cash is better. That way I can buy exactly what I want.
I'll get my purse.
No, Blanche, I'm not going to let you do that. I've been doing a lot of thinking, and if after all...
I'd like to check on my husband, Mr. Karp. Prostate surgery?
Nothing yet, but he'll be fine. I went through it myself 20 years ago.
You had prostate surgery?
What do I look like, a cross-dresser? My husband had the surgery. I was the one who went through it.
What is it? What's going on?
You're not going to believe this, Sophia, but God, Sophia, God.
Wow, now I see where Jesus got those eyes.
Shh, he's talking. Yes.
Just admit that this is all because you don't like Barbara Thorndike.
God, I don't like Barbara Thorndike. I think she's a phony.
Oh, this from a woman who tells her dates that she was Angie Dickinson's body double and dressed to kill.
That's just a little white lie.
Yeah, then why is it on your job resume?
Bled. There was smallpox, scurvy, typhoid, and that was business class.
What I need to know is, does your mother require any special medical care?
She does. An old war injury. Remember the Maine? She didn't.
Boom, 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 Mr. Simon, bring me a dream. Make him the cutest that I've ever seen. Give him tulips like roses and clover, and tell him that his lonesome nights are over.
Altering experience, Simon. I need time to think, to gather my priorities and put them all in perspective.
Whatever you need. I'll call you tomorrow.
Sure. You're not upset, are you?
No. Boy, what a beautiful
New electric skillet! An electric skillet. It's from Fry Quick. It not only fries, it boils, it bakes, it simmers.
It stinks.
My apologies to the Fry Quick Corporation. But Green Team, we're not finished with you yet.
Good man in your suitcase?
Right. Picture it. New York City, 1956. I was a young widow returning to Sicily. There I was on the boat alone, watching Lady Liberty grow smaller in the distance, when suddenly I heard a voice from the vicinity of my knees.
Expense.
Miss Blanche kept her word. She didn't laugh.
And you know why? I was singing a little song in my mind, Camptown Races. I didn't hear a word you said. She said she had a date tonight and she wants you to go out with him.
Anna, they're worried about you back at the home. I'm afraid you're gonna have to come with me.
Attention! Express to Cedar Grove, River Junction, Northern Falls, now boarding.
For crying out loud, Jacob, there's 3 people here. You could have just pointed to the door.
Don't prolong this. I know what car you drive.
The parade's over! Let's hear it for all the birthday boys and girls! But the fun's just about to begin, because now it's time...
Stanley.
Girls, I've made a decision.
What is it, Blanche?
There's just too many precious memories in this house. I'm not about to trade them in for a few lousy dollars.
Check him more. He's doubled his offer.
Tell him we'll be out by the 1st of the month.
Oh, Ma, I hate it when you're right, and I guess I knew you were right all along.
What are you going to do, Dorothy?
Well, I'll have to have a talk with Eddie. I mean, it is obvious that this relationship has to taper off. All right, I'll end it.
Howdy. Sold! For $4. Well, it's degrading if you don't hit double figures.
I really appreciate your bidding on Dorothy. It's for a good cause. You'll be rewarded. Not in this lifetime.
Ma, are you happy here?
Sure. I live in a palace. I got a maid. It's a dream come true.
Look, Ma, I want you to come home. I miss you. We all miss you. Ma, we're your family and you belong with us.
Certain humiliation. And why?
Okay, thanks, Blanche. I get the point.
No, I mean it, Dorothy. Why? Hi, Rose.
Hi.
Honey, what's wrong?
Oh, I just spent the afternoon with Al.
What happened?
Nothing. Lately, all he wants to do is sit around the house and watch television.
You know that? About our policy in Guatemala. About death, Rose.
Oh, death.
Are you prepared either of you. I mean, really.
Blanche, if you've come here to apologize, I accept.
Just like that?
Yes. I mean, for me, just the fact that you thought of those words is plenty, considering what a selfish, conceited person you are.
But I had a whole speech planned, Rose.
All night long. His side of the bed looks like a murder took place.
Rose, Charlie is dead.
Why tell her?
Coco, it's 15 years.
You know he's dead. I'm not crazy. I just like to talk about him in the present tense sometimes. Makes him seem closer.
That's fine, Rose.
Ma, I can't believe that you're seriously considering getting involved in this.
Martha's a sick woman, and she doesn't want to get any sicker. She's going to do it anyway, so why should she die alone?
This is wrong, Sophia. Forget about whether this is right or wrong. Ma, I'm worried about...
In a hospital, naked under a sheet with strange men, inspecting my body with cold metal instruments. Which reminds me, has that Tyler returned my call?
Come on, Blanche, we need to rehearse some more. Will you help us, Dorothy?
Oh, all right.
Maybe we can find an old rug to sharpen our claws on.
Yeah, how about the one on Stanley's head? I guess I love him. I can't believe it. Of course, I don't love the fact that he still keeps his toupee in the lettuce crisper. But it does look fresher, and you deal with it.
Dorothy, if you do love him, tell your
Ma, all I want us to do is go away together, just the two of us. Ma, we'll go anywhere you want to go.
Great, I want to go to Disney World.
Then that's where we're going.
Oh? All of a sudden you're going to take me after I've been asking for years?
That's right.
Leave your shoe sizes. Let me know whether you want your moccasins in brown or black.
Announcement to make.
A mess of something. I'll scare us up a mess of something.
Anyway, I've been doing a lot of soul searching, and as long as the family...
After what happened, I realized it isn't.
And you don't want to become involved with someone who could get hurt every time he goes out to work.
I'm sorry, Al.
It's not the first time I've heard it. I understand.
Thanks. You take good care of yourself, yeah?
See, it starts out red, and then if it doesn't change color, if it stays red, they say you're not pregnant. But if you are pregnant, then it turns light pink or light gray.
I had drapes that color once. I think it's called puce.
Is that what puce is? I always wonder.
That's what the decorator told him. Well, each week you get a motherless girl and be her pal. You know, help her with her homework and take her to movies and have dinner together.
Now, that's very interesting. Maybe I could get involved with that.
You, Blanche.
Sure. Why, nothing would be more satisfying than to be of loving service to a lonely, motherless child.
Because Blanche is going to sell the house and we can't live together?
No, I'm upset because Joe Piscopo didn't get the lead role in Rain Man. Oh, of course I'm upset about the house. Ma, it's 2 a.m. Where have you been?
I stuffed pillows under the sheets so I could fool you during bed check. What is this? That's the point. I want to return the second, but I don't know how to tell which is which. That's where you come in. What do I do?
Well, there's only one thing I can think of. We used to do it back on the farm, and I may be a little rusty, but I guess it's worth a shot.
Whatever it is, do it. I'm desperate.
Okay. Here goes.
A natural blonde?
I am a natural blonde.
Right, Rose. You and Tina Turner.
Did Dorothy tell you she's going to be a grandma?
Oh, that was a secret.
Oh, Dorothy, that's wonderful. Why didn't you tell us?
Because we're not 100% sure. I didn't talk to Kate. Ma did.
Imperfect, but if you can just let her live, I promise I'll try to be a better person. And if, in your infinite wisdom, you decide to start the aging process on me, I will understand. And I promise.
I am having a good time.
Well, thank you, Stevie. Now, here's the vitamins. Take them when you get up.
Oh, but sometimes I get up at 4 a.m. to, well, you know.
I know. Boy, do I know.
Yeah, but I'm sure afterwards Stevie doesn't yell, "Help, come get me, my feet are asleep."
Q, I've been going through a very tough time lately.
And we're concerned, Blanche. Jealous and concerned.
You haven't drowned yourself in young men since this time last year, when you brought those twins home from the Jimmy Smith's look-alike contest.
Oh, yeah. Jorge and Esteban. Romantic.
Lady, wait! Hey, lady!
Three and one is four.
Mama? Well, then I will just take a little break. Oh, I'm here, baby, I'm here.
One more pushing will be there.
No, I can't. Oh, Becky, now you know I've never been real strict with you, honey, but you have to.
No, I'll just carry this baby with me for the rest of my life.
Emma, this just cuts down on the confusion. Run along, darling, run along. Oh, girls, I'm just so worried. You've got to help me. I'm so concerned about Melissa.
Why? What's wrong?
I'm just afraid I had a lot more fun this afternoon than she did. And I promised Janet her little girl would have fun this week. I swear I have no idea.
I hope we didn't wake you. My sisters and I couldn't sleep. We felt terrible about the things we said to you this afternoon.
We didn't agree on much of anything, did we?
Look, neither one of us wanted.
Not again without touching the doorknob.
I'll be too long! Rose, that is a happy woman in there. Now, I want you to promise that you will not say anything. Do you promise? Do you promise? Are you sure? To die.
I don't want to.
Who does?
You know, I'd settle for even just one more day. God knows why. Tomorrow I'm cleaning the closets.
Ma, I love you.
You know what, Dorothy?
What?
Death sucks.
I wanted to be someone, babe. I wanted to be a contender.
Stanley, did you just rent On the Waterfront?
You know me so well.
No, I don't. What is this $2,500 deduction? Oh, me too. Look, why don't we just forget the whole thing?
What? No one's calling anything off. It's not our fault the man is sick. It's not our fault the man is getting weaker by the hour. It's not our fault he needs a rare blood transfusion.
Did you say a rare blood transfusion?
Yeah, I overheard the doctors talking. In a day or two, he'll be I
want to go give him a call. Oh, gosh, she's really a character. She's also a cheap slut.
Hi, it's me, Stan.
Hello. Sorry you didn't have an opportunity to experience our museum. I'd love for you to see my most prized acquisition, a magnificent pair of Gauguins.
What are you, a pervert? I was married for 45 years and never even saw my husband's Gauguins.
Here's Giles Forsythe.
My God, they've been murdered.
Does this mean we don't get any birthday cake?
21, and they still don't come to you because they think you weren't there for them. I have a pretty tough time living with that, you know. And I just intend to make damn sure that if the time ever comes, there's going to be somebody there for Emily.
But I know that wherever I am, you'll be right there with me. I love you, Charlie. I miss you. It's my birthday. You know the rules. I get the rose. I know what you're going to say, Dorothy. You can't stand to see me go, but I've made up my mind.
Rose, listen.
Now you're going to tell me I'll miss you. God, how I'll miss you.
Rose, you have to listen to me.
You know, Rosie, you're thinking, I sure could use one last St. Olaf story before you leave. And then I'd ask, shall I...
I'm not ready to go back to work yet.
Are you depressed about Glenn?
No, I'm depressed because Phyllis George left the Morning News. Of course I'm depressed about Glenn. I mean, for 3 weeks he made me the happiest woman in the world. Stan, did you really mean what you said about there not being that much between you and Chrissy?
That's right.
I'm glad, because now I don't feel so guilty.
What are you talking about?
Stanley, I don't feel the same way about us as you do.
You're kidding.
No, you know, what happened the other night?
You couldn't slip through your fingers now if you used a shoehorn.
Oh, my God.
Blanche!
Ham Lushbell. Just look at you.
What else can we look at?
Rose, this stinks. This really stinks.
Oh, it's all my fault. If I hadn't made your promise, this never would have happened. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Dorothy, she's talking.
I'm sorry.
I'm stunned.
I'm relieved.
Relieved?
Well, sure, the woman you saw in those horrible drawings must have been
This has got to be one of the worst days in my life. Not one, but two of my best friends just...
real cold feels like. I guess I've gotten used to tropical weather.
You here all the way from Nebraska?
Miami.
Miami. That closer to Omaha or Lincoln?
Gee, it's great to be home. They told me in Minneapolis that I could change buses here.
This is Herb Shrewsbury, our lawyer.
So what are my chances, Shyster, or do you prefer ambulance chaser?
Yeah, he's here to help you. Are you nuts?
If it helps.
Well, the trial is set for a month from now, so I'm going to need some character witnesses.
Maybe you should start by interviewing me.
Ma, what are you doing?
Losing? It's strip poker.
That's it. Game's over.
Who do you think you are, Donald Trump? You don't own this casino. She's always telling me what to do.
Didn't find anything?
Oh, I found one job I wanted. I would have been perfect for it. But they told me I was too old.
What kind of job?
Assistant manager in a pet store. I don't know why they didn't hire me. I worked in a pet store in St. Olaf for 10 years. I mean, I was the one who thought up big squeaky toys for cows.
In that case, bacon and eggs.
Girls, I just don't know what I am going to do about Mr. Ted Tanner.
If the man wants to colorize movies, let him colorize movies. It's show business, for God's sake. Oh, yeah. I'll never forget that summer day in 1932. I was thinking, boy, am I blessed to have such a precious baby in my life.
Oh, Ma, that's beautiful. Well, things are going just great. Oh, look at this. You're holding my hand while I'm skating. What were you thinking then?
I'll never forget that winter day in
Rose, why her?
She's comforting.
And I'm not? You told me you were having a pedicure when your husband was dying.
Well, of course I was, Sophia. It was the third Thursday of the month. If I'd canceled, that would have been it for July and August when I'd be wearing open-toed sandals.
The blankets are on the bed, and lights out's in just a few minutes. The beds are right through here.
Oh.
Wine. Worth a shot.
You know, I can never tell when you ladies are kidding.
Ouch!
Good one.
Stan,
and I want you gone before the president gets here.
Come on, Dorothy, I'm a big fan. Maybe he'd like to meet me. Almost voted for him. I would have if I could have registered. You know those things go straight to the IRS?
So could I.
Yes.
Well, I'm almost ready to go. Today?
You're not going today?
Why didn't you tell us? Because every time I bring it up, one of you tries to talk me out of it.
We were just being selfish. We didn't want to lose you.
There's my ride.
Yep, it's a Granada full of mess for the guests.
All right. There's my little girl.
Daddy, I can't believe it's you.
Daddy? You mean you're dead, Daddy?
Yes. You see what lengths people went to come to your wedding.
I heard you were gone. You see, I've always wanted a tiara. I mean, ever since I was a little girl back in St. Olaf. I mean, every year I'd blow out my birthday candles and wish for one. And every year I'd get a freshly carved pair of wooden shoes. Except for that man.
Well, good night, Blanche.
Well, what's your hurry? Why don't you come in for a nightcap?
Oh, I don't want to put you out.
Oh, I like to put out.
No, we're all out.
All right, I want an answer, and I want it now. Which one of you has been dipping into my Vicks Vapor Rub?
I took it, and my chest was already completely coated.
And she and my granddaughter Sarah are coming to visit in a couple of days. I've never been so happy.
Janet, isn't she the daughter who hates you?
Well, that didn't last long, did it? Oh, no, she doesn't really hate me, Sophia. We just don't see eye to eye. But now this is my big chance. Girls, you've got to help me. What is something the three of us could do together?
Well...
Oh, good. I'm so glad you girls are here. Listen, I acted so stupid last night. I apologize. I need to talk.
Why, Blanche? No matter what we say, you're going to end up doing exactly what you want.
We told you last night you were pushing away a terrific guy, and you did, didn't you?
Yes, but you don't understand why I pushed John.
I could do a nice Yankee pot roast, mashed potatoes, mixed vegetables, wild green salad, and for starters, I'll throw in my special clam chowder, no charge.
That sounds delicious. Just consider yourself hired. Now, Jake, when shall I come over to your place to sample what you have to offer?
Well, it is my production, and as they say, the show must go on.
Pussycat. It'll be like the old days. Come on, just one more time.
Get a little drunk, and you land in jail.
How about I make us a little drink before we leave?
Well, maybe one.
Okay. Oh, I wonder how this thing works. Oh, just like the Jetsons. Now let's just sit up
for a moment here. You never saw a Frank Capra film? I'm taking over. Wish me luck.
Ma, you don't know anything about football.
Please, what's to know? You hit a guy, you grab the pigskin, you run like crazy. It's like shopping in Sicily.
The airports are closed. There's a big hurricane headed this way. They want everyone to stay just where they are.
That means that we could be trapped together for days.
Oh, Jesus. Please protect us and watch over us in this our hour of need.
Amen. I heard it that time, too.
Feet don't fail me now. How dare you mock my Grammy?
Oh, Blanche, honey, you've lost the battle, but at least you can still come here and visit the... Then what, Blanche? Dog years?
I'm Blanche. I'm Dorothy's roommate. Would you get the door?
Dorothy's told me a great deal about you.
Well, she seems to have left out.
Rush, it's not like you have a date tonight.
Ma.
It's not like you have a date any night or any day.
Look, Ma, when I find somebody worth going out with, I'll go out with him. Now, will you please stop nagging me?
Nagging? Is that what it's called when a mother wants a little happiness for her daughter?
Ma, I'd like to finish these glasses before Gloria gets here.
Your sister's next to the garbage.
Don't worry, she'll get over it.
And even if she doesn't, who cares? We're gonna meet Bob
I always get this reaction when I wear the tight jumpsuit.
Tell me, what'd you find under...
They're called vacuum slacks. It's supposed to inhale all the fat from your body. He brought shame to the house of Hassenpfeffer Stuhledunker. Anyway, you're all wondering where this story is going, so I'll skip the part where he ran up the stairs, and down the stairs, and up the stairs, and down the stairs.
Months ago, it was a very difficult decision for me, but after a lot of soul searching, everybody agreed that I could do more good on the outside.
Yeah. So, I guess these last 4 months have just been one big...
of our friendship, and I don't know what to do about it.
Face it, Dorothy. Blanche and Rose are limited.
Well, I admit I get tired of hearing about Blanche's dates and Rose's relatives back in St. Olaf, but they are very good friends.
Well, if you like them, I must have overlooked something.
I have a constant sore throat, swollen glands, fevers, my muscles ache and are weak. I am totally exhausted all the time.
I know, you told me.
Well, maybe it bears repeating. Maybe you still think I'm Lorraine Mislansky.
You're hired.
Well, it won't be a stylish marriage.
I can't afford a carriage.
But you look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle built for
Long time. Until now.
Wait till he brings the pants.
You're joking. Ma, Shady Pines happens to be a beautiful retirement village.
Yeah, right, and Morley Safer just happened to wander in there by mistake. Oh, Dorothy, we have great news.
You're never gonna guess who we got to star in this year's production at the Community Theater.
Oh, Blanche, please, you say that every...
I suppose I am. Now, look here. Now, he's not perfect. Has a stubborn streak and a bad temper.
And he snores.
A tentacle.
Any girl who says that and doesn't blush knows what she's saying. You were the only thing that kept me awake in biology class. Yeah, to old friends.
Oh, I wish you weren't leaving tomorrow.
I don't want to make a fuss.
Well, then call Enrique Mas and let him make your fuss for you. Right there on television. You gotta stand up for your rights, Rose.
All right, maybe I'll call. Rose? Well, I just feel overwhelmed. How could this have happened? Charlie and I were so careful with our money. We saved, we never...
I can last just as long as you can.
Oh, Dorothy, please. I think I do have a little more endurance than you.
Blanche, we are not dancing on our backs.
You take that back.
I will not.
Something else.
Oh?
I might kill you.
Hey, but what are you talking about?
I've never told anybody this in my life, but my husband died while he was making love to me.
Miss Devereaux?
Yes.
Won't you come in?
Oh.
Thank you, Andy. Blanche, come on in. Sit down. And who's this?
Who do I look like? I'm her mother.
Grandmother.
Great. Welcome aboard.
Well, she seems like a nice person. Where's she from?
I don't know.
Is she a beach person?
I don't know.
How long have you lived together?
About a year.
Really?
Look, Rose, we all kind of go our separate ways.
Miller dance? It wasn't really the Glenn Miller Orchestra. It was Dick Singleton and the Singletones. Their motto was, if you close your eyes, you think it's Glenn Miller. Believe me, no matter what you did, you knew it was Dick Singleton.
Well, in the morning that you just want to take your grapefruit and shove it in her face. Hard. As hard as she can stand it.
Boy, I'd like to see who was runner-up for Maid of Honor.
Well, then why not tease him about his taste in friends?
That must be Jerry Lynn. Now remember the roast. I really want to nail him. So keep your eyes peeled for any oddities or quirks.
Hi, it's me, Stan.
Is this dress me? It's too tight, it's too short, and it shows too much cleavage for a woman your age.
Yes, Blanche, it's you.
Another date with your mystery man?
Oh, he's no mystery man.
No, then how come you've been out with him 4 times? We don't know anything about him.
Well, now, you don't have to be embarrassed about opening up to me. Whatever's bothering you, I know I can help you.
Okay. In the past week, I've lost my job, my wife, my girlfriend, my house, my car, and all my money. And then just today, I've seriously gotten into playing with matches.
I'm afraid you're gonna...
My fear, honey, but I just haven't, and performing is a nightmare for me.
Hey, we've all got our sad stories. Look, Blanche, we've practiced for 6 weeks. We've paid for our costumes. We told everybody we'd be there. Now you're not gonna wimp out on me. You're gonna go to that recital.
Front is the first step back. I think Bertram Russell said that. Or was it Nipsey Russell? I get them confused. They're both so witty.
You're right, Grandma. I'm not fine. He really hurt me. I feel so alone.
Honey, you are not alone. You have your family with you. And your grandma and your... This is the Catwoman?
I'm a mother. I know these things.
Good night, Ma.
Good night.
My load is not being welcome. I will never, ever take you shopping with me again.
Fine. I'll shop at the mall by myself. Then I'll be able to pee when I'm good and ready. Dorothy, you found a dress for the banquet. Oh, you just...
Well, tomorrow's the big day. Are you excited?
Rose. He's having a bypass, not going off to college. We know you're going to be just fine.
Here, I brought you some clean towels.
Babe, you are a remarkable woman.
I said towels, Stella.
And just like that, it stopped. Mind over matter. You can do the same thing, Rose.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, come on. Of course you can. You just have to think positively.
That's right. Listen, why don't you go to your room right now and start working on your speech, and then after a while you can try it out in front of me and Dorothy, okay?
Okay.
Yes, go on. Go on, Rose.
Ferguson has canceled, and we don't have an MC for the show.
Yeah, well, I heard that you've been sleeping with a Japanese guy who blows the leaves out of your driveway. It so happens Dorothy is doing a terrific job. Matter of fact, she's in the middle of negotiation.
Hi, Dorothy. Cooking?
No, Rose, I'm developing pictures from the Magellan Space Program. Yes, I'm cooking.
I was just trying to make conversation. Don't talk to me like I'm stupid.
Rose, I'm concerned about Ma's first day at Cypress Grove.
Oh, I'm sure. Dorothy in her wedding gown. Look how scared the groom looks.
Come on, Blanche, you're on in 1 minute. You sit over there, and Dorothy, you get touched up, and Sophia, come on, I'll see if I can find you a seat in the audience. Hurry up, honey.
Much too subtle for this evening. Dorothy, put on something flashy, something colorful.
That's really not me, Blanche.
I know, honey, but take a chance, be a woman.
It's an awful lot to ask, Blanche, but I'll try.
Good. All right, Rose, come on, let's go see about some...
You know what I don't understand? I don't understand why he sent you flowers at all. I mean, 2 days ago you hated each other. And you know what else I don't understand? I don't understand how two people who go off to a business meeting end up in bed together. And you know what else I don't understand?
I baby in Boca Raton. It's the only one.
And somebody told me he just bought a farm. Oh, my God, what'll I say to her?
That he died in the bed of an idiot.
You tell the truth.
Well, I can't tell her the truth. I can't tell her where he died.
Be proud of Dorothy for something. But I'm not going to kill myself if that day never comes.
But my parents called me Twinkle Toes.
I call Dorothy Bigfoot. That doesn't mean she has to make tracks all over the Northwest.
What Ma is trying to say is that she loves me for what I am.
That's right.
Where's my heating pad?
How should I know?
If this isn't it, I'd like to know what other electrical appliance you're using under that blanket.
Blanche, you can't have it. I need it. My chest is... We were just singing the baby to sleep.
It was waking me up.
Maybe we ought to go out in the kitchen so we can talk, so we can eat.
Better.
Ma, we're sorry our singing woke you.
It wasn't you. I had a horrible nightmare.
Ever got a letter?
She never sent it. She forgets.
I don't forget anything.
Hi, Angela.
Hi, Blanche.
No, honey, I'm Blanche.
Doesn't that make it confusing, having two Blanches in the same house?
And Angela, honey, wouldn't you like to lie down? You've had a long trip.
I don't want to lie down. I just got here.
Oh, I always get tired after a long... All for one.
And one for all.
Wait a minute. What about Ma?
Thank you, pussycat.
We'll have to get a sitter.
No more sitters. We're still in litigation with the last one.
She bit me first.
Something blue?
Here.
Oh,
this is blue.
oh, thank you.
These earrings are old. They were my grandmother's.
Thank you, please.
Here, I borrowed these knee-high surgical stockings on the bus.
Here, Lorraine.
Oh, thank you. That's everything but the new.
Used to be the clothes on the rocks, not the dishes.
No wonder they broke.
Okay, who wants to go shopping?
It's a little early for that, isn't it, Renee?
Then we're going out to eat. It's either shopping or eating. Take your pick.
You didn't talk to him.
I couldn't.
Oh.
George was on call all weekend. 3 heart attacks.
So together.
Oh, I can't believe this is happening. Maybe we better try Springfield. He'd never find us in Springfield.
Which Springfield?
Aha! Girls, don't worry. As soon as Miles and I are settled, we'll let you know where we are.
No, Rose. I'm afraid we won't be able to let anybody know where we are.
But we won't. The reason why I would lie to you?
You're embarrassed because you seduced him. You're scared and you're guilty because you ruined his campaign.
3 good reasons.
Oh, shut up, Rose.
Hello. Yes, this is Blair.
You?
Oh, a person cannot open a letter anymore without being accosted by some vile, disgusting thing. I thought it was against the law to send filth like this through the mail.
Oh, no. What is it, Blanche?
A letter from the IRS.
Blanche, maybe you should stay and talk to a counselor, too.
Oh, look, Santa's come to spread some Christmas cheer. Oh, good luck with these gloomy gusses.
Hold it. No one's
going anywhere.
My husband passed away a few years ago.
Oh, I see.
What did you want George for?
I'm selling encyclopedias, and his name was at the top of my list of leads. I hope I haven't bothered you, and I'm truly sorry about your husband.
Oh, now that is really odd. I mean, if he's
Once she gave out donuts and coffee to the doughboys before they boarded the trains for Europe. It works, truly. She said no one can be scared when they hear that song. Except maybe the Kaiser.
I don't need a song. I just want to be young and beautiful and healthy again.
Blanche, that's what we...
Sit down.
Hold me.
Start out talking about Aunt Gretchen the person. She was always a very rigid person.
Especially now. I'm sorry, Rose. I guess that maybe that champagne did relax me.
Oh, my God. He threw himself into a marriage that was doomed to failure. After 20 years, they realized they had nothing in common. I can't wait for him to get here and see how good I look.
You know, Blanche, Jamie may not see this as a happy reunion. I mean, after all, honey, he just lost his mother.
And I just ran out of gas, but life...
Well, we aren't going to waste this day. We have to do something constructive.
Jeopardy is on in 15 minutes.
Sounds good to me. Let's go. I'll just slice up this cake and bring it in.
Sophia, don't you have to go back to work?
Please, I don't perform brain surgery. I give people directions to the cafeteria.
This money that you forgot to give to the IRS, what did you do with it?
I can't remember what I did with every penny. I know I gave some of it to charity.
Charitable deductions, Blanche, that's great. What was it, United Fund, Greenpeace, you remember?
In 1985, I bought the We Are the World album.
Once, Nurse Ratched, once.
I do not believe it. Saturday, and I don't have a date. Do you fathom what this means?
The jailbreak is off? Oh, come on, Blanche. Do what I do when I don't have a date. I curl up with a good book and I'm satisfied.
It's... Oh, girls, let me tell you this wonderful idea I had. When I was a little girl, my mama told me my destiny. She said, Peacock. That was my nickname, Peacock. You are destined for great things.
Why Peacock?
लोकप्रिय आमदार मनन दिलदार कार्य त्यांचं महान लोकप्रिय आमदार मनन दिलदार कार्य त्यांचं महान आमचे लोकप्रिय नेते अरविंद अण्णा चव्हाण आमचे लोकप्रिय नेते अरविंद अण्णा चव्हाण मनान हायलय मोठा असा दयाळू आमचा नेता जीवापाड प्रेम करते अहो त्यांच्यावर ही जनता अहो मनान हायलय मोठा असा दयाळू आमचा नेता जीवापाड प्रेम करते अहो त्यांच्यावर ही जनता कलाकाराचा गुणवानाचा सदा करी सन्मान कलाकाराचा गुणवानाचा सदा करी सन्मान लोकप्रिय आमचा नेता अरविंद अण्णा चव्हाण लोकप्रिय आमचा नेता अरविंद अण्णा चव्हाण दिलदार अहो गरिबाचा हवाली तो खरा आहे दानशूर साऱ्या नेत्यामध्ये बघा आमचे अरविंद अण्णा लय दिलदार लोक कल्याणासाठी रात्रन दिवस वाहे सदा जीवन लोक कल्याणासाठी रात्रन दिवस वाहे सदा जीवन लोकप्रिय आमचा नेता अरविंद अण्णा चव्हाण लोकप्रिय आमचा नेता अरविंद अण्णा चव्हाण पाटलाने बघा कस त्यांच्या कार्याला हो चांगलं अंतकरणात तुम्ही बघा त्यांना नेता आपला राम पाटलाने बघा कस त्यांच्या कार्याला हो चांगलं अंतकरणात तुम्ही बघा त्यांना नेता आपला ना झाला कधी ना होणार असा आमदारी कोण ना झाला कधी ना होणार असा आमदारी कोण लोकप्रिय आमचा नेता अरविंद अण्णा चव्हाण लोकप्रिय आमचा नेता अरविंद अण्णा चव्हाण लोकप्रिय आमदार मनान दिलदार कार्य त्यांचं महान लोकप्रिय आमदार मनान दिलदार कार्य त्यांचं महान